Yo, what is going on, guys? In today's video, I'll be showing you one of the top Prismatic Titan builds in Destiny 2. This Prismatic build is going to give you a lot of ability spam and survivability. If you enjoyed today's video, do me a favor, smash that like button and subscribe. Also, guys, we are doing a Final Shape annual pass giveaway. If you want to have a shot at winning a free copy of the Final Shape, all you have to do is like this video, subscribe, and comment down below how much you're enjoying the Final Shape so far, or if you've played it yet. Nonetheless, let's get right into this build video. So I assembled this build after completing the Final Shape campaign, and it was a lot of fun to put together. So let's get started with the important thing. For the super, I would suggest running Twilight Arsenal. Twilight Arsenal does about 50k per axe you throw. It does some DPS, but ideally, if you're doing like shotgun DPS, definitely put on Blade Fury. But in this case, we're going to be sticking to Twilight Arsenal. If you don't want to run these two supers, I would say Thunder Crash is a good alternative, but Twilight Arsenal definitely. Then for Transcendence, we have Electrified Snare and Transcendence. Now for your abilities, our abilities are really going to synergize here, so we have to get the lowest ability cooldowns possible. In this case, we're going to be using Thruster. Thruster is going to give us no barricade, but we're going to have that ability spam. Now when we use our Thruster, we're going to get our Glacier Grenade and our Frenzied Blade back. And I'll explain how this is going to work later. If you're a jump, either strafe or catapult, I use strafe. I don't know, it just feels more controllable. Now, for your melee, I know Frenzy Blade has the longest cooldown, but it severs enemies, which is going to pair with the Glacier Grenade and give us that radius effect, which then one of these fragments that we're using are going to synergize with our Glacier Grenade. Now, essentially, I would suggest using Glacier Grenade, but if you don't, you can always use Shackle or the Thermite. Now, for aspects, the unbreakable aspect is going to give you a crazy amount of survivability. Now, obviously, this is going to utilize our grenade, which for some reason, all the Titan grenades are 2 minutes and 1 second, which is a bummer. But this is why you need to run 10 discipline and then the highest resilience and ideally the highest strength possible. My stat distribution is a little bit bad right now. I do apologize for that. But stat distribution, definitely 10 discipline, 10 resilience, and 10 strength. Focus on the 10 discipline and then the highest resilience. This is going to allow us to get that overshield. Then concentration, I know I just said that wrong. While sliding, activate your charged melee abilities to launch a wave of solar energy, forwarding, damaging, and scorching targets in front of you as you leap into the air. This is going to scorch and ignite targets, which is you're going to be able to use this with your Frenzy Blade. So if you don't want severed or you don't care about severed targets, you could always switch to something like the shield throw, but I'm still going to use Frenzy Blade. For the fragments, Face It Courage, your arc, solar, and void damage abilities deal increased damage to targets afflicted with darkness debuffs. This is where Frenzy Blade works. Then Face It Balance, rapidly defeating targets with light damage grants melee energy. Now obviously we're using a light damage gun. And then we have Face It of Hope. While you have an elemental buff, your class abilities regenerate more quickly. So when you get a melee kill with concentration, you're going to have a elemental buff, which is then going to give your class ability back. So in this case, Thruster. When we use our Thruster, we're going to get our Frenzy Blade and Glacial Grenade back a little bit faster. Face It of Dawn, powered melee hits against targets make you radiant. Now, obviously, we're not using Knockout. You could switch out Concentration with Knockout, but in this case, we're still going to have Face It of Dawn on. Then, Face It of Purpose, picking up a power grants either Amplified Restoration Frost Armor, Woven Mail, or an Overshield. So obviously where we're using Twilight Arsenal, we're gonna get that overshield when we pick up an orb. Now we're gonna use mods like that are gonna help us generate orbs, which then will give us overshields. Then Face It of Ruin, increase the size damage of your burst when you shatter a stasis crystal. Onto our helmet, we're gonna be using Harmonic Siphon, Rapid Void Weapon, Funnel Blows, or you could use Strand Siphon, but ideally right now I'm using a stasis gun, so I just throw on a stasis gun. Obviously don't use what I'm using gun-wise. Then we're using Powerful Friends. Now on your arms, Grenade Kickstart, Melee Kickstart, Fastball. On your chest plate, this is the Hazardous Propulsion Exotic Chest Plate. Weapon precision hits or final blows have a chance to load a kinetic Exodus rocket. Activating your class ability fires loaded Exodus rockets. Now, our class ability is only 38 seconds, 36, and while we're running 69 resilience, we're going to have that back decently fast. On our boots, Better Already Invigoration and Invigoration, as well as Triple Bomber. I'll show you guys how the rotations of this build work. I'll see you when we load in. Alrighty, so we're here in the Tross line. I know, guys, you were telling me not to test out my builds in the Tross line. I know, Okay, but I would like to clarify one thing here, guys. This is not to show the DPS potential of this build. I just want to show off how the build works so that you guys know going into endgame content how it works. As you can see, just from picking up that orb from Rapid Stasis Blows, we get a Void Overshield, right? Boom, we're getting a Void Overshield. This Overshield doesn't do much, but it definitely does help when you need it, so it's very noticeable. As you can see, boom. Now we have Exodus rockets and armor charge. This Void Overshield lasts 5 seconds, but where we have that armor charge, we get a very, very nice like damage buff. It's definitely noticeable, and it is a lot of fun to use. Now, when we do that thruster ability, which we get back literally instantly when we kill something with our Frenzy Blade, if you watch when we use our Frenzy Blade, we're getting a decent amount of our thruster back. We throw a Tangle, boom, we almost have our second Frenzy Blade back. Now, here's the fun part about this build. Breaking our stasis crystals from that fragment do a lot of damage per stasis crystal we break. Now let's talk about the Exodus Blue rockets. That is like the heart of this build. So we get 2 Exoduses from literally just killing a red bar, which is pretty cool, or a yellow bar. Really have to focus on those headshot kills to actually proc the chest plate. Now, these frenzied rockets do a lot of damage. Like, I mean, it's very, very good. I'm just gonna use it now. But as you guys can see, I just broke all those shanks. They do about 28k per hit. It is really, really nice. And then we have enhanced rockets. So obviously our rockets are going to be doing more damage. So you don't have to use a sword. I just have an eager edge sword on for movement wise. But you can definitely switch that out for a rocket. You're going to do double DPS with your rocket launcher. This is definitely one of the best Prismatic Titan builds. I would highly recommend trying this thing out. It is so much fun to use. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Leave a like and sub to the channel. Have a great night, guys. Stay safe. Check out our sponsor, Diving.net. Guardians, I would like to recommend you a fantastic service. Diving.net, you can find teams to complete different activities like raids, dungeons, Trials of Osiris, exotic farming, and many more endgame activities. The best part about the service is it does not require you to share your account information whatsoever. You don't need to give your login or password to order a service that you like. All you have to do is select the self-play option. To do this, select something you like. In this case, I'll do Crow Design. You're going to choose your clear option. I'll be doing the full clear, so click full clear. Then select the self-play option. As you can see right now, we have $25. To get a discount, make sure you type in code HECTIC for a 15% discount here. As we can see right now, our total is $25.05. If we apply this coupon, we get $24, so you save $1. I would highly advise doing this. From here, you're going to choose a payment method. There's Visa, PayPal, and a few other payment options. In this case, we'll be using Visa. From here, agree to the terms and services, and then proceed to checkout. I would highly recommend Niming.net, especially because the funnel shaper is releasing and there's many awesome services that can be done. That's all for today, guys. I'll see you in the next one.